Okay, let's unpack this. We're diving deep today into, well, the landscapes of the sleeping mind.
Those worlds we build when we're dreaming.
Exactly. And we have this really resonant dream image to explore a house, but with all the windows boarded up.
Ah, yeah, that's a powerful one.
It really is. It's the kind of thing that just, sticks with you. That feeling you can't quite shake.
Definitely. And houses and dreams, they're so often about the self, aren't they? A kind of map of our inner life.
So, a house with boarded windows. It immediately makes you wonder, what's being hidden? What's being shut away inside?
Precisely. Is it deliberate? Is something being kept out or maybe kept in? It sets up this whole dynamic of concealment right from the start.
And the description, too. The dreamer says it's old, forgotten, the air is heavy, damp.
Like after rain, yeah.
Yeah, and this strange pull. It feels familiar, but also unsettling.
That combination, familiar yet unsettling, that's classic dream territory. The unconscious nudging you.
Nudging you towards what, though? Something forgotten.
Could be. Or something unresolved. It's like hearing a bit of a song you used to know. That feeling of almost remembering. The dream's giving you a chance to look again.
So you approach this house, not because you decide to, rationally, but because of this pull.
Like a magnetic force.
And there's this sense of recognition, even if you don't know what you recognize.
Exactly. It's intuition, not logic, leading the way.
As you get closer, the details sharpen up. Peeling paint, weathered wood,
Signs of neglect, perhaps? Parts of the self that haven't been tended to?
and ivy, pulling it inward, like it's being consumed.
Yeah, like those hidden things are slowly taking over. It's quite evocative.
Then there's this image, a porch sagging and a rocking chair that stops moving when you look at it.
Huh, a stopped rocking chair.
Yeah, like time just froze.
Or maybe, considering what a rocking chair does, that back and forth, that rhythm, its stillness suggests something stuck. A natural flow interrupted.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Then the door, it's ajar.
Just a crack.
Just a sliver of darkness.
Yeah.
And there's this hesitation, like a warning bell inside.
The ego saying, whoa, careful now, resisting the unknown.
But you know you'll go in. You always do in the dream. It's inevitable.
That inevitability, it speaks to the psyche's push towards wholeness, doesn't it? It's not just curiosity, it's like an inner need to explore.
So you step across the threshold. What changes?
Well, the air itself shifts, right? Cooler, dusty.
Yeah. And sunlight cutting through the cracks in the boards. So it's not total darkness.
No, glimpses of awareness are getting through, even in dusty, neglected spaces. And the floor groans.
Like whispers, yeah. The sound of the past, maybe?
Could be. The foundations of the self making themselves heard. And what about the structure itself?
The walls. They feel like they're breathing, expanding and contracting.
Wow, breathing walls, like the unconscious is alive, dynamic.
Holding secrets, things you buried, maybe things you didn't even know were there.
Right, not just memories, but patterns, old feelings, parts of yourself you disowned. Still active, though, down there in the shadows.
Then you start sensing presences, unseen things.
Like what?
A creak upstairs. A feeling someone's there, even though you know they aren't. Faint laughter, like a child's. Footsteps behind doors.
But it doesn't feel scary.
No, that's the strange thing. It feels intimate, almost comforting.
Huh. Echoes, maybe. Fragments of your past selves or the inner child. If it feels comforting, it suggests these hidden parts aren't totally alien. They're still part of you.
And then there's a light.
A light? Where?
Upstairs, under a door. Just a faint glow, flickering, golden.
Like golden. Like fireflies, you said. Or summer evening.
Exactly. It feels warm, nostalgic,
Yeah.
like innocence.
Yeah.
And it pulls you. You want to go towards it.
That's the spark, isn't it? A bit of insight starting to emerge, calling you towards understanding, maybe healing something related to that inner child. It's pulling you up.
So you climb the stairs, but some steps are missing.
Obstacles, gaps in understanding maybe. Things you need to navigate carefully.
And the hallway seems to stretch on forever. But that glowing door is there, the closest one.
Right at the threshold.
And you reach for the handle, and it feels cool. And you wonder, if you open this, will it change everything? Or nothing at all?
That weight of possibility, facing the unknown within yourself, always carries that charge, doesn't it? Huge transformation, or maybe just another piece of the puzzle.
Then the house itself.
It sighs.
House size.
Yeah, like a slow, deliberate breath. Like it's responding to you being there.
It's like your own deep self acknowledging the journey. A sense of, Okay, we're doing this.
And a question forms. Am I ready?
The fundamental question, are you prepared to see what's inside?
It breathes again. And you feel it in your own chest, like it matches a heartbeat you'd forgotten existed.
Wow, that deep connection, the house symbol mirroring your own inner rhythm.
The light pulses then, like a memory trying to surface but being held back.
Held back, suggesting some kind of internal resistance maybe? A protective mechanism? And that leads to the big question. Who closed these windows? Was it me?
Ah, the shift to personal responsibility. Recognizing your own hand in creating this inner world, that's a huge step.
Because then comes the realization, like a click. This house is what I've hidden, locked away. The boards aren't to keep others out. They're keeping something inside.
That's the core insight, isn't it? The barriers aren't external, they're internal defenses. You built them, consciously or not, to contain parts of yourself.
It makes you think back. Childhood, building secret forts, secret worlds.
Those early inner spaces.
Were they just escapes, or were they rehearsals for trying to control things now, trying to manage life?
That's an interesting thought. Practicing containment early on.
But still, some things, some desires, they hide deep. They resist being managed.
Absolutely. Conscious control only goes so far. The unconscious has its own currents.
In that rocking chair, you don't see it move, but you hear it creak again, sharply, like a question being asked.
A question from the past, stirring things up.
Yeah. Who sat there? A parent watching over you? Or maybe you, older, looking into a darkness you couldn't understand?
The ambiguity of those early influences. Care, maybe lack of it.
It remembers things, whispers you heard lying awake, footsteps that never quite reached your door. Things on the edge of awareness.
Sounds and feelings perceived but maybe not consciously processed at the time. Buried impressions.
And the light upstairs, it gets brighter now, almost warm, tempting.
Growing awareness of those inner forces.
But it also feels dangerous. You connect it to passion, desire, things that feel too big, maybe.
The intensity can be frightening, yeah. Fear of losing control, perhaps.
So the boarding up, it was protection from those intense feelings.
But protection for whom? That's the question the dream raises. Protecting you. Or protecting others from you. Or maybe just limiting yourself.
It's complex. Then another staircase appears. This one leads down.
Down, into.
Complete darkness. And you think of Freud, basements, trimalurges.
The deeper layers, instincts, the foundational stuff.
The air feels heavier down there. Like the house itself is leaning in, listening.
Listening for what, you wonder? Does it want to tell you something or hear it from you?
Good question. You touch the wall as you go down, and it feels rough, uneven, like scar tissue.
Ah, scars tell stories, don't they? Wounds from the past.
And the thought comes, buried means alive. These old hurts, they're still active down there.
That's a profound realization. The house isn't just structure, it's living history. Your history.
Then you hear laughter again, distant but clear. Children playing hide and seek.
Hide and seek, the game of revealing and concealing.
It echoes, pulls you forward, pushes you back at the same time. And you wonder, were you the one hiding or the one seeking?
Or maybe, did you hide too well? Lost touch with parts of yourself. It's about that dance between expression and protection.
The light upstairs, the golden glow, it flickers now, weaker. It feels like a warning.
A warning about what's behind that door, about the truths you might find.
Yeah, opening doors is dangerous, you think. They lead to truths. And the question comes back, am I ready? Ready for that reckoning?
Facing those deep truths requires courage, definitely. The dream is checking in on that readiness.
Then a clock chimes. 12 strikes.
Midnight. The witching hour.
And the thought, who am I at midnight? When the world sleeps, when no one's watching.
Exploring the self beyond roles and expectations. The core identity, perhaps.
The house sighs again. Louder this time. You feel its breath.
That intimate connection again.
And you realize.
Yeah.
It knows you better than you know yourself. These dream houses, they grow from us. Fed by our fears, our longings, our silences.
An embodiment of your inner architecture. Shaped by everything you are, spoken and unspoken.
The light finally fades completely then. Just darkness. And maybe the faintest trace of warmth left on your fingertips from reaching for the handle.
The insight recedes from conscious view, perhaps, but something lingers.
Is it enough, that warmth? Will it ever be? That question just hangs there in the dark.
The ongoing nature of the journey. It's never really done.
You look down at your hands, searching the lines maybe for a code and answer.
Looking for a map.
But you realize The lines are yours alone. They simply are. Just accepting the mystery of it all.
Yes. Letting go of the need for neat explanations. Embracing the uniqueness of your own path.
Then the scent comes back. Rain-soaked earth. But something sweeter underneath. A memory. Rain on a window pane as a child.
Ah, those early sensory impressions. Very foundational.
Was it comforting? Vulnerable? Both? The rain knew me, you think. Exposed, but known.
That captures the paradox of early experience, doesn't it? That mix of safety and exposure.
You turn back towards the basement staircase. Something calls from below. A gentle pull this time.
Deeper engagement, the unconscious drawing you further in.
The steps creak as you go down. The doorway into the basement is framed by really deep shadows.
But it's not fear you feel now.
No, it's familiarity.
Well,
And that's what feels terrifying. The fear of the known, the buried things you recognize.
Confronting what you've long avoided can be more unsettling than facing the totally unknown because it challenges who you think you are.
But you step through. Because, as you noted, dreams don't really let you turn away, do they?
They keep presenting the work that needs doing.
The air inside is cooler, thicker. There's a low hum. Shapes start to emerge from the gloom.
Like what?
An old trunk, a cracked doll, a mirror clouded over.
Symbols of the past, fragmented memories, maybe wounded parts, a distorted self-image.
You go to the mirror.
Yeah.
At first you see nothing.
Yeah.
Then, a figure starts to form, blurred, indistinct, shifting.
The elusive self. Hard to pin down, resisting definition.
You reach out to touch the glass. There's
Right.
warmth on the other side. A pulse, just for a second. Then it's gone. The figure fades.
A fleeting connection. A momentary glimpse of integration, perhaps.
Maybe. The room feels smaller suddenly.
Yeah.
But not like a prison. More like
About
containment.
containment.
Yeah. Like the house, the basement. It's protection. Maybe
Wow.
protection for myself.
The house is a guardian, holding the vulnerable parts safely.
Could be. Then a floorboard groans upstairs. Loudly.
Breaking the spell.
Yeah. A spell breaks. You look up, but the hallway's empty. You think about going back, but,
Yeah.
you can't leave the same way you came in.
Inner exploration always changes you. No going back to exactly how things were before.
So you go deeper into the basement, following that hum. It leads you to the old trunk.
What's inside?
Fragments, scratched out photos, handwriting you don't recognize but feels familiar, a single child's shoe.
Pieces of a forgotten story? Parts of your own narrative?
And one thing catches your eye. A small key. Tarnished, but warm to the touch.
A key. The symbol of unlocking. Access. Potential.
It implies a lock,
Yeah.
a door somewhere, the one upstairs with the light, or another one entirely.
It represents the possibility of opening something up, revealing secrets, gaining access to hidden potential.
You pocket the key, the hum gets louder, you just follow it, almost blindly now.
Trusting intuition, letting the unconscious guide you.
The basement seems to branch off, but you stop trying to choose a path. You just let your feet move, the hum fades, then comes back,
Surrendering to the process.
and then suddenly, you're outside.
Outside, where?
In a garden, overgrown, wild. Wildflowers, ivy everywhere. The sky is pale gray, but streaked with gold.
A transition. From containment to potential. Growth.
The air smells different. Earth, petals, possibility. It feels hopeful.
A space of healing, maybe?
In the center, there's a tree. And it's heavy with fruit, but the fruit glows, like tiny lanterns.
Glowing fruit, the rewards of the inner journey. Insights made manifest.
You reach out, hesitate, then take one.
The fruit of your own inner world? What's it like?
You taste it. It's sweet, but also sharp, bitter, like joy and sorrow mixed together.
Ah, the complexity of real integration. Not just the good stuff, but the whole picture.
A warmth spreads through you. Just for a moment, you feel completely whole.
A fleeting glimpse of integration. Powerful.
But it doesn't last.
Yeah.
The garden dissolves. The tree fades. The ground vanishes beneath you.
The ephemeral nature of these peak experiences sometimes.
The fruit slips through your fingers. Only the memory of the taste remains.
Yeah.
And then you wake up.
Back to the waking world, but carrying something back with you.
Yeah. Carrying the imprint of it all. The house, the key, the taste.
But waking isn't the end of the story, is it?
No. You feel like the house is still there, waiting.
Waiting for you to return, to keep exploring, to unlock those doors, face those shadows.
And the key, in the dream. You pocketed it. It feels like it's still there somehow. A warm, solid reminder.
Exactly. A symbol of the potential you carry now. And it reminds us, doesn't it, that some answers aren't logical, they're felt.
Right. The dream wasn't just about a house. It was about you, your inner house.
Precisely. So the final thought, perhaps, for you listening.
Yeah.
What doors within yourself might that key unlock? Think about the boarded up windows in your own life. What are you keeping inside, maybe even from yourself?
A lot to think about there. The journey continues.